Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We are on the fourth part of the third trial.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone! I'm serious! Very serious!
Now, see, instead of whining and crying how it's impossible for you to be the killer, why don't you be productive and present evidence that proves you're not the killer? Unless you don't have any evidence, in which case you should just give up because you're the killer.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime? Hey, Hajime!
Now see, don't fall into this trap. She's playing the sympathy card. She's been bullied many times by Hiyoko, so she's trying to use that to appeal to you. Everyone's ganging up on me. I'm going with the evidence, girl. I'm going with the evidence. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? If we're going with her, she knew where to cut Hiyoko to cause instant death. And she knew that by taping up the wound, that would fool everybody into thinking that it would like stop the bleeding. She's the one with medical knowledge, and that assisted her in this killing. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Hi, Nagito. Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You'd better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know!
Actually, this is a game!
You should buy Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair on Steam and the Vita for $30.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal! A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Mikan and Nagito spent a lot of time together during this chapter.
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
Well, it does have everything. Can I just say how comically large Akane's breasts are? Like, why?
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
I'd like to be rubbed strongly, if you know what I mean.
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
The Monokuma did specify that it was asphyxiation from choking. They did not specify that it was the hanging that killed her. So the timelines for the deaths are getting more and more convoluted, aren't they?
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki. Hold on. I
I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
He was in the room next door. He would have heard this, wouldn't he have?
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
He goes with his gut feeling. Oh, this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
Tricky, tricky.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? Oh boy. Oh boy. Rope used for hanging, AC temperature, I don't know.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. No, but the Monokuma file specified choking. Did it not?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the...
Though hanging and the scars they leave scars.
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone? The body at the crime scene. Obviously, we'd.
The Monokuma file, it never specified hanging or strangulation.
I need to flashback something, do I not? Right? Or does that not work with,
Ibuki didn't. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it!
Mikan lied when she gave the autopsy. I just realized
That's
this.
what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Mikan said that the rope used for hanging was definitely Ibuki's cause of death. She lied. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged. Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Maybe Hiyoko was right. Maybe you can't trust anybody.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait!
Yeah? What do you have to say?
First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
But you were confident in your autopsy. You said it was definitely a hanging.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Oh yeah?
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
Well, to be fair, who else would? She is the ultimate nurse, she has the medical knowledge, she should be able to take care of sick people.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Ooh, chills.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess.
You are on the side of hope, are you not?
But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Akane irritates me to no end.
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Again, going to the sympathy card.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
You people need to learn to look at evidence and logic.
I can't stop!
No one stops.
I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
Because if you don't, everybody else dies.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
Hasn't this been the case for the past 2 trials? Are we just now coming to this conclusion?
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
And trust is intermingled somewhere in there.
'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
I could say endless things about that quote, but I don't think many people would approve of my thoughts.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Here we go. Here we go. The post-accusation transformation of the killer.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
So why did you lash out at Ibuki? Like, Hiyoko makes sense. But that was an unless your entire objective was to kill Hiyoko and Ibuki was just the bait. But why Ibuki?
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikon!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away!
Well, if we're gonna forgive you, then who do we kill?
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Yes, tell us the whole story about how you killed these 2 poor innocent girls. Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends.
I'm going to doubt every single person in this room.
But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why We gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah, that's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
That's understating things a little bit, but yeah.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Finally, eh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Tell him, Hajime.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Rope, key, paper, surveillance camera unit. I have to suck something.
Killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Should I have sucked that up? Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away.
Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
The camera angle. Yes.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
I see. I see. Okay.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
I'm just curious about motive. I don't care what you say at this point. I want to know why. I know why for Hiyoko, but I want to know why for Ibuki.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
And whoever buys it gets 2. 1 for free.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
So, did one of those bags not come with the decal?
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Is this where I bring in Monokuma's account?
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Lucky for you. I've got an argument that you can chew on.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Not yet. It's not over yet.
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panic Talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need 1 bullet to destroy 1 remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. I understand, I played Danganronpa 1. True despair.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Now it's been over 30 minutes, so I think I'll leave the Panic Talk action for the next part. Thank you very much for watching. Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is available on Steam and the Vita for $30. The prequel Trigger Happy Havoc is also available on Steam and the Vita for $30. I highly recommend you pick them up, 1 first and then 2 second. They are fantastic games, and they will keep you on your toes, intellectually speaking. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.